What is up, guys? Mobile Carrier News here, and I am 24 hours late for this news article. But T-Mobile impressed their earnings yesterday. I looked at their earnings video, call video, and they talked a lot about Magenta. A lot about Magenta. Um, the new CEO of Mike. He's very different than John Ledger. I'll tell you that much. He's more he's a good CEO. I'm not saying he's like a bad CEO. He's just like more he does, he's more of like a very secretive guy. He didn't talk about much of something. I think he didn't answer some questions that people wanted, which it's I'm not saying he's like a secretive guy. He'll never tell us, but he did pretty good in the earnings call. They got more subscribers with on T-Mobile's network, which is a very good thing. And more people are switching from Sprint to T-Mobile. And they said by the end of this year, they should be raising $2 to $3 billion, or they should be making a $2 billion in revenue or profit, whichever one it is. I'd have to check it out. But I like where T-Mobile is going. They're also going to improve more of their 5G. They have to be more aggressive with their 5G network because I know Verizon is starting to release C-band and millimeter waves because Verizon, what they're doing is they're doing millimeter ultra wideband waves. So they're starting from the top and then they're going to the bottom, and T-Mobile's doing the opposite. They're starting from the bottom and going to the top. So it's like a reverse. It's like a reverse type of deal. But I do hope T-Mobile improves because they've released 5G since 2019, and so far Verizon is I wouldn't say they're up to they're I don't want to say they passed Verizon, but they're pretty quick. I knew Verizon like would speed things up, and I think AT&T is doing the same thing. But more importantly, T-Mobile needs to get more ahead of their game with their network. And so far, their Magenta plan is good. I'm on their plan. It's a pretty good plan, and hopefully they improve more of their service. The service that I live in California, it's pretty good. It's actually not that bad. I get pretty good 5G in San Diego and LA, and like really good 5G. But in some areas, not so much. Especially like the beach area, they need to improve those. I mostly use LTE when I go exercise or go to the beach. Their LTE is not bad either, but their LTE is a little more slower. I really hope they improve their LTE and their 5G. I've talked to one of the representatives, and I'm pretty sure they'll get there. It just it takes some time. Everything takes time for all carriers to get their stuff together. As we all remember, 4G took for a while. It wasn't done overnight. And I'm just showing here their total nets and total revenue, their income. And I'm glad T-Mobile, had a good earnings call. Their last earnings call was pretty good too. Actually, no, sorry, this was their Q4 earnings call was pretty good too. They added about um I believe I think maybe something million. I don't remember how much. They added some million of people to their network in Q4, which is funny because I was part of that. And they added more in Q1. So hopefully they do really good in Q2 here. I hope they have a good earnings call too. And we'll see what in store T-Mobile has for us. Eventually I'm gonna do a review on their home internet service and their TV service because I never had their TV or internet service. I've talked to one of the representatives. Their home internet service is I think on a watch list right now, or like you need to notify them, and also their home internet too. I also do a comparison between Cox and all those other services that T-Mobile is trying to compare.